Now, what did they announce a few months ago? Oh, we're going to have police in black uniforms in Chicago randomly searching you citywide and randomly searching your cars and homes without warrants for guns because guns are illegal in our city. So, of course, it's a paradise of crime. All the criminals nationwide move there into New York and a few other places. They don't like living in Vermont, I'll tell you that. And they know that. The government, the social engineers know that. And so now it shows men in black ski masks and black helmets. You can go watch the newscast. We played the audio here. We posted them on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com, marching around all over the city, randomly searching people. And you go to New York City, and you can be in Central Park, you can be in Times Square, you can be, I've seen tourists, not just me, videotaping things. Just, oh, wow, look at Times Square, honey, we're tourists. And gang member, this is on video, in game, gang member military run over and begin screaming and cussing and flashing gang signs at you. And then there was some other troops, because they put them in groups. They put gang members in groups, and they put retarded appellations. And I'm not saying that meanly. In fact, I'm tempted to go back in the video and show the groups of retarded appellations. And I don't mean that as a joke. I mean, they are actually retarded. I don't mean close to being retarded. I mean, these guys have too many chromosomes or missing chromosomes. And you would be in the subways, and you would see groups of retarded troops. I mean, they actually, I'm not kidding. In fact, Rob wanted to put it in the film, and I thought, no, that's a little too mean. And then now I start thinking about, no, people need to see. You see, the government's so mutated and so evil, they have groups of gang members, black gang members, and then they have groups of retarded appellations. And then I saw groups of Latin American, clearly illegal aliens. Oh, God help us, it's all over. I mean, this is just too much. Who could have thought of this? It makes Kurt Vonnegut's satire look ridiculous. It makes any police state satire ever written just totally off the chart. I mean, Homeland Security is proposing making us wear shock bracelets, all of us, the entire population when we fly. I mean, it's all just insane. When cops start walking around at events in Austin 8, 9 years ago wearing black ski masks by the thousands, by the hundreds, we knew it was over. We told you it was for intimidation, and then police chiefs come out and say, yeah, it is for intimidation. We want to intimidate you, the people, and let you know who's in control. And we're going to turn our Appalachian retarded children loose on you, and we're going to turn your teenagers loose on you with badges and guns and armbands. That's even being proposed. And, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Armbands? Badges? In London, they've put for now 7 years giant billboards up everywhere saying Big Brother is watching with all-seeing eyes. They even say Big Brother is watching you. I mean, they're actually implementing it. Do you understand me? You know what? I'm going to lay all this out, but let's just go ahead and play the NBC News piece. And of course, see, first it's National Guard to fight terrorists at key landmarks. And then, as we told you, they're going to fight gun crime now, gun confiscation, New Orleans, other places. And then all over from Dallas to Denver to Cleveland to Phoenix to New York, Boston, Oakland. The police come to your door and say, we'd like to search for anything illegal. Oh, well, you don't mind, do you? And then they force their way in. They have cage teams, they call them, the state police that are really federalized. I mean, these are terrorists, ladies and gentlemen, in Illinois, run by the mafia. The Dailies are known mob, the whole state's mob run. What do you think bank robbers do when they come in and take over? They have guns, they make sure yours are taken. It's real simple. Red alert, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they're getting everybody ready to get rid of Posse Comitatus. They're getting everybody ready. And a lot of you good old boys that serve the system, when you're getting hauled off to a camp by some 18-year-olds with a squad of 16-year-olds with M16s, just remember, I told you you were the target. In your red rage against Muslims, you accepted all of this thinking it was for Blackie. It was for you, dumb whitey. Here it is.
Governor Rod Blagojevich says that Chicago may need help in fighting crime, and today he offered some surprising help, even if Mayor Daley didn't ask for it. NBC5 political reporter Marianne Ahern has the latest.
Governor Rod Blagojevich today signs a new law. It will put in place tougher penalties for selling guns to minors. He also announces he's got a big new idea to help combat the violence Chicago is experiencing. He is talking to the Illinois State Police and the National Guard to see if they can help.
And might be able to free up some resources that the Chicago police uses for capital needs to be able maybe to hire more police officers, or possibly ask some to come out of retirement to put them into these violent zones, hot zones, where clearly I think part of the challenge is that gangbangers outnumber police officers 5 to 1.
The summer of 2008 will be remembered as especially violent. Blagojevich says there's been a child shot in Chicago nearly every day since June 26th. Bringing in state troopers, even National Guard helicopters to high crime areas, is still very much, though, in the planning stages.
I don't care where they come from. They could come from Kalamazoo. If we get officers on the streets fighting crime...
That entire newscast is lies, misrepresentations, distortion. They say a child dies every day. That's a gangbanger who's under 18. That's the vast majority. They always distort those numbers. That's gangbangers killing each other. We do have a little bit more time to try to turn this around. The central government's being discredited. Their criminal activities becoming evident to everyone. They may not be able to carry this out, but see, if they change horses to Obama, especially, then they can kind of fool the left into accepting the police state a little longer while they fully get it in place. That'll fool the public. Oh, we've started new. It's Barack Obama. The more I think about it, I think that's who they'll try to put in. But, I mean, I saw them saying Hillary was the anointed one and cheating for her and stealing states for her. But then Obama, it didn't matter. The establishment and gave the public what they wanted, and are giving them Barack Obama. And it doesn't matter. We can obsess on him all day long. We can obsess on McCain. Either way, it means curtains for this republic. And you notice you've got this crime boss, Daley, there in Chicago, where they've disarmed the public for decades. He's a known son of a mob boss. The police are the mafia in Chicago. That's even mainstream knowledge and not debated. I mean, everybody's on the dole. I mean, the police come in and shake down. You don't have a mafia on the streets anymore there since the 50s, because the police are the mob, and they pay it directly to the crime bosses. And they come in and you make payments to them, and that's just well known. And now police beat women up and rape them in the bars in front of everyone, and nothing's done. I mean, they are God. They rule. And that's the end of it. Period. And that's what America's going to be. And if you don't like it, they're going to call a bunch of high schoolers with machine guns over to your house to burn it down. And they're going to have also auxiliaries that are like volunteer terrorists, volunteer fire department. That's kind of what the Maoists are. And these youth brigades, and they're just going to be allowed to beat you to death or burn you out. And the police will sit there and wink and laugh. You think I'm joking about all this? They're following every point of tyranny. We told you they were going to announce, because of terrorism, they needed to put troops on the streets, that they would stage a terror event. I said that for year after year after year, made films about it, warned you, made Police State 2000 in 1999, saying the government would stage terror attacks to take your liberties. Yet I didn't start predicting 9/11 a few months before 9/11. That's all I talked about, was government-sponsored terror, because I realized that was their key operation. That was one of their most effective cards, effective plays. But they were getting touchdowns against the Republic every single time they ran it. Now, we've done a good job of exposing false flag, but we got a lot more to do here. We're in the fight of our lives. This isn't some soft tyranny. They mean to have a Bolshevik/Nazi-style purge in England and in the United States and Europe. And I got a bunch of mainstream news today admitting that they're taking all liberties, total police state, arresting people for speech in Europe and England. It's being called the new Soviet Union. You understand this isn't a game. They're going to kill you. That's what they do. The same central bankers funded the Bolsheviks. They funded the Nazis. They want to destroy freedom forever. They are coming with the 1984 system. They are here. Finish playing. The mob boss mayor and the mob boss governor there in Illinois, listen to the evil.
And so something needs to happen to protect the children, the women and children in our community.
Blagojevich's offer is tied to his hope of passing a big capital spending bill. That would free up even more resources to hire additional police.
There are retired Chicago police officers, there are retired Illinois state troopers who might be willing and probably would be willing to get back in it and be helpful to the community during this difficult time.
The mayor's office says tonight, we're obviously not going to turn away help on a front as important as this. At the same time, we're a little puzzled about how it would work. It's unprecedented and obviously help in the form of reducing the number of guns on the street.